with the funniest moments of Two and a Half. Man, I can't do it. All right. Starting off with Evelyn. Starting off strong. You know what? I'm sorry. Before we start, I'd like to say that from what I can remember, my two funniest jokes in this show are the one where Charlie brings Gretchen, because he likes her name because it's got a built-in grr, Gretchen the surfer home, and Alan's like, "How did you meet this girl?" Charlie goes, "I told her I hang 10. She must have misunderstood." It was that one, and oh damn, I just had it in my head. Oh, where Chelsea is thinking about having breast reduction surgery, and Charlie's. I hope that one's in here. I'm not going to describe it. If it's not in here, go find it on your own.
No, I'd really rather not discuss this in front of the help.
Could you give us some privacy?
Hell no.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest moments on Two and a Half Men.
Good to have you back, Mr. Harper.
Thank you, Bobby.
Haven't seen your mother here for quite some time.
Well, maybe you just didn't recognize her. Like Satan, my mother could take many forms.
I wish you could have seen him in his prime. He was like Babe Ruth.
You played baseball?
No, he was a drunken whoremonger.
Come on, you guys, please.
Can't help it.
I'm not
For this
saying I
list, we
can
rank the
relate.
scenes and sequences from this long-running sitcom that deliver laughter in more ways than
Gordon?
one, based both on the setup for the
Oh, God,
jokes
the nurse.
and how hilarious the payoffs are. Which Two and a Half Men moment did you think stole the show? Let us know in the comments. Let's roll. Number 10. Charlie gets stuck with an unfortunate
the
phone
smack the bitch.
ringtone.
Hey, Dad. Would it be alright if Jake and I take a walk on the beach?
Celeste.
Thanks. See you
Right?
later.
After coming across his fetching new neighbor Celeste, Jake
Yeah,
takes her
Celeste.
away for a date without returning back on time.
God, I miss him.
5 o'clock.
Thanks. I almost slept through happy hour.
When Celeste's intimidating father Jerome comes looking for her,
Yeah.
his anger is directed towards Charlie. Stuck with no way out and a hulking man prepared to make him pay,
Oh,
Charlie
he's
has
just a big
no
baby.
choice but to try and charm Jerome. Unfortunately for Jake's uncle, his attempt at calling his nephew doesn't work out, as he gets stuck with an unfortunate ringtone that
I
seems
think
to
he tries to
predict
dance
his immediate
or some
future.
bullshit.
It's ringing.
With nothing coming to mind and his attempts to switch the phone off failing, Charlie tries his hand at some physical comedy that does nothing to shake Jerome in the
He tries to
slightest.
give him the phone.
Number 9. Alan tells Judith and Herb about their previous love life.
Oh, hey, Alan. Why is Jake eating pie in the bathroom?
It's no wonder Jake turns out the way he does, considering the people he's constantly around. After hearing his mother and Herb getting intimate, he has far too many uncomfortable
Yeah, that could
questions
scar
that
a kid.
forces Alan to confront the two lovers.
What did he say to you?
Well, basically, he's worried that when he grows up, he won't be smart enough to have sex.
Why would he think that?
Because he hears you giving Herb instructions like he's a blind guy in a minefield.
Jake's questions seem even funnier when these adults start discussing them, as a horrified Judith learns just how demanding she is, when she's supposed to be quite the opposite.
You think that's funny?
No.
Alan's recollection
Ryan
has a
Stiles
particular
is great.
ring to it, adding in his own hatred of
this is
Judith to
great.
humiliate her further.
The point is, you need to be a little less vocal. Maybe do what you did with me and smack him on the back of the head when he goes off course.
She does that too.
With Alan and Herb both having been on the receiving end of Judith's instructions, the two form a weird connection out of their mutual experiences
Yeah.
that is as hilarious as it is uncomfortable.
Not judging. I've been in your position.
Well, she only likes the one.
Number 8. Alan beats Charlie
Yes.
with a pillow.
This is ridiculous. I don't need to be here. I gave
Okay, so I know she started out as Jake's therapist, but when she comes back and guest stars anytime she's on screen with Charlie and as his therapist, that is comedy gold. It's like Alan told her to bring a gift to Happy Couples Counseling.
A choice. Take the long shower or talk to the doctor.
Despite being stepped over by Judith and his family his entire life,
Don't ask me how.
Alan
It's all
doesn't
up
lose
here
his cool,
with the wrestling
even when he
trivia.
has to pay ridiculous amounts of child support and alimony.
Alan is struggling with a great deal of suppressed rage.
Rage? No, I don't think so.
When Charlie forces Alan to visit Jake's psychiatrist, she encourages him to face his anger.
Now, Alan, tell Judith how you really feel.
This doesn't initially work, but Charlie's hilariously accurate
All right,
impression of
Alan.
Judith certainly helps to get things going.
Is this gonna take much longer? Because I have to get to a massage, then a tennis lesson that he's
Paying for her.
Having gotten the option to let his pent-up emotions out, Alan doesn't hold back in the way he vents his rage on Charlie.
Can't hurt anyone, but you can use it to vent your deep, angry feelings.
Your hate is made you
wasting my
powerful.
time, Doc. He's too much of a wimp.
Things spiral out of control completely when Alan is truly unleashed, which Charlie painfully becomes aware of. Although he was trying to help Alan here, this was still good payback for all the times Charlie belittled Alan.
Should I stop?
Well, it's up to you. You paid for the full hour, so.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Number 7, Alan breaks the fourth wall.
Okay.
You're having dinner with your girlfriend and your ex-wife?
Hang on. Truth be told, once this happened and the casting got switched up, I didn't follow it as closely. So there's good chunks of, I forget how many seasons he was in, that I just didn't see, or I saw once maybe sitting down in passing. So these aren't going to hit very home for me. I don't. Well, I mean, they might. I mean, they may be funny in their own right. I have no idea. Let's watch it.
Bad idea.
The series started making plenty of real-world references near its conclusion, making it a bit too self-aware at times. In this instance, Alan and Walden rue over their troubles and compare who has it worse.
This might make you feel better. I'm having my own bad idea dinner.
What's that?
Lindsay, her son, my son, and the 2 gay grandmas.
The scene recaps the events that have taken place as a way to build up toward the eventual payoff.
That's sort of like a recap at the end of a reality show.
Yeah, we could, have a little contest. See whose dinner was worse.
While it seems as if the two are simply musing over their problems, Alan takes us by surprise by staring straight into the camera and speaking directly.
Shame we can't let America vote on it.
Yeah. Or can we?
This turns out to be a highly creative way to make the audience laugh, as the show decides to ignore the fourth wall altogether. It's referenced again in the series finale, where the fourth wall is shattered beyond repair.
Amazing that you've made so much money with such stupid jokes.
So that doesn't do anything for me.
Number 6, Alan talks to his evil reflection.
You ask for money, and they just give it to you. And then you take the new money and use it to pay back some of the old money. They don't want it back, and they give you more.
Alan spends the entire series being both a pushover who gets no respect and a notoriously cheap man who craves having money. Both these problems turn around when he begins a Ponzi scheme involving his family and friends, making Alan rich for the first time.
Oh, God, what have I done?
Oh, quit your whining.
You said that.
Over here.
When his conscience begins to catch up, Alan's evil side arrives as well.
I'm betraying my friends. I'm betraying my family. Feels good, doesn't it?
It puts things into hilarious context how even Alan's own reflection talks down to him. As evil Alan makes an argument he can't argue against.
Should we grow a mustache? I've always wanted a mustache. We're gonna grow balls. Oh, good. I've always wanted those too.
With his guilt no longer weighing him down, we watch Alan take charge for
This is a
once,
bad idea.
as he manages to intimidate Charlie with his new attitude.
Where are you going, Alan? Out?
Yeah, out.
True to his nature, though, the original Alan is revealed to still be inside of him. Number 5,
Oh, we
Charlie
love
snubs
Candy.
Judith.
Candy, maybe you'd like to go put some clothes on. Why?
Yeah, she ain't hurting anybody.
There you
Alan
go,
begins
Berta.
dating the well-meaning but extremely ditzy Candy, whose easygoing nature finally allows him to loosen up. However, Judith reaches the end of her patience when she sees Candy showing herself off a bit too much.
I just don't think that outfit is appropriate for Jake.
Oh, I agree. He will look ridiculous in this.
Realizing Alan isn't there, she decides to take her anger out on Charlie instead.
Charlie, I want to talk to you.
Good to know.
No.
Charlie, get over here.
Having always been wise to her act, Charlie takes this as an opportunity to rile Judith up further with some well-timed comebacks she has no answers for.
But apparently, when he's not being emasculated and demoralized on a daily basis, he's quite the lover. What's that supposed to mean?
When he's had enough of her, he proceeds to slam the door in Judith's face, and you just know he enjoys every second of it. Considering she always got the last word, it's extremely satisfying to see Judith lose an argument this badly.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm tired of talking to you.
Number 4, Charlie dates a woman like his mother.
Ah, yeah, Lydia.
Lydia, my mother.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
At times, even Charlie finds it difficult to keep up with the women in his life. When he begins dating the sophisticated Lydia, Charlie feels he might have scored a winner for once. However, when Lydia meets Evelyn, the two begin taking jabs at each other in a way that's more than just familiar for Charlie's family.
I'm in real estate.
How interesting. So am I.
Oh, yes, Evelyn Harper. I recognize you from your bus bench ads. People all over town are sitting on your face.
From her general attitude to her dressing sense, Lydia seems to be the spitting image of Charlie's mother,
Yeah.
something everyone sees, except
Except
Charlie
him.
himself. It's a way for the series to address his deep-seated mommy issues, as he tries to get the approval of a lover who treats him just like Evelyn does.
Charlie, don't be snide.
And stand up straight. This is so weird.
When even Jake senses things are weird,
Yeah.
you know they are really out of hand.
Are you sure you don't want to stay and finish putting on your makeup?
That's okay, I'm done. Would you like to borrow some?
No, thanks. I'm allergic to the drugstore brands.
Number 3, Alan and Melissa act on their feelings. When Melissa's short-lived
Yeah.
romance with Charlie ends in disaster, Alan tries his best to keep her as his receptionist.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, sure.
And health insurance.
That's a given. I can't believe you don't have it already.
And a paid vacation.
Oh, now hang on a second. There's only so much.
However, this results in both of them falling for each other, feelings the two find difficult to contain.
Don't make me blush.
I'm making you blush.
Well, I'm blushing.
Funnily enough, Alan and Melissa's cheesy flirting ends up doing the trick, as the two are unable to contain their attraction any longer.
Don't make me blush.
I'm making you blush.
Oh, I'm blushing.
While Alan is successful in keeping things at bay for the time being, the scene then turns
Keeping the
into a
snake in
sequence
his
of double
cage.
entendres that leaves no doubt what either of them are thinking.
I'll be here at 7:30. In case you want to get in early.
Oh, okay. I might actually want to get in early.
All things considered, this makes for a funny and heartwarming scene,
It's
as
fine.
Alan and Melissa each find that special someone equally as weird as them.
I'm the boss. You can get in anytime you want.
Oh, God.
Number 2, Alan forgets Jake in the rain.
You know
Yeah.
what your problem is? You don't drink enough.
You're probably right. This is the first time today I've had a chance to just sit down and decompress.
Left with Jake for the first time since his divorce, Alan isn't prepared for the extra responsibility after Judith leaves for vacation. After struggling with his duties as a father and with his
Artist.
job in general, Alan thinks he has some free time at last after a hard day's work. However, he and Charlie get the nagging feeling that they've forgotten something important.
I keep having this
Don't they
nagging
do it
feeling
twice?
that I've forgotten something.
Hey, if you forgot it, it probably wasn't all that important.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a spectacular use of the camera cut technique to tell the joke, as we're treated to a shot of Alan's stunning failure. It gets better when Jake has no forgiveness to offer and keeps putting Alan and Charlie down with a number of well-timed jabs.
You forgot me.
I know. I feel terrible.
How many kids you got?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are
Yeah.
a few honorable mentions. Jake takes a ballet class. This kid really has no filter.
Everyone, I'd like you to meet our new student, Jake.
Hi, Jake. Yeah. Hi.
Okay, let's start in first position. Jake, do you know first position?
Is that like missionary position?
Alan's meltdown while talking about the psychiatrist. Alan is the last person to ask for advice.
No, maybe you're not the right guy to ask. No, I'm the perfect guy to ask. When Judith and I started, we were just a couple with a few problems. When we finished, I came to live on your couch.
Charlie writes the Oshikiru theme song.
Oh, God.
That is one catchy song.
Shikuru, my oh my, he's a demon samurai. Who's the guy who's gotta die? Oshikuru.
Boy, that really blows.
Charlie fantasizes about his own funeral. Charlie knows how to go out in style.
How do you know what heaven's like? They make us look at a video every day while they're putting lube on the pitchfork.
Well, at least you get lube.
Only on the middle prong.
Jake likes the taste of lip gloss. We expect nothing else from this lovable weirdo.
You smell like strawberries.
It's my lip gloss.
Cool. Does it taste like it smells?
You want to find out?
Sure.
Before we continue, be sure to
Please,
subscribe to
oh,
our channel
please let
and
it be
ring
the
bell
Chelsea
to get
bit.
notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Charlie, Alan, and the guys
Oh,
try
yeah.
to sing.
Zing, yeah.
What? Oh,
Zing.
sing.
At heart, 2.5 Men is a show
What
about
is
men
this
who
zing
are
thing?
perpetually lonely. In this scene, Alan and Charlie find guys just as alone as they are and engage in conversation one would expect from such a group.
So your first time doing that was with Judith? Hey, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Just kidding. Zing, zing.
The scene highlights how even a group of sad guys can actually be pretty funny. And when the topic moves over to their love lives, none of the men are prepared for each other's answers.
What is zing? Is that some type of white guy slang? Quite possibly. My barbershop quartet is a killer version of Zing with the Strings of My Heart. Real showstopper.
I don't like that story.
Zing.
After attempts to zing don't work out, the addition of poor Gordon and his life story pretty much proves why these guys
And
are
that'll be
alone to begin with.
$39.95.
What you been up to?
Well, I finished night school, got my business degree, met an amazing girl, and got married. Landed a great job as a stockbroker. The company went under. My wife left me, and that'll be $28.50.
Filled with the wacky humor the series prides itself on, the men somehow managed to turn this into a night to remember.
Judith calls mine that thing.
Richard Roundtree.
Get that thing away from me.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Just a guess.
Do you agree with our
Oh.
picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo. And be sure to subscribe. And
You're
ring the
missing
bell.
one. If I find the Chelsea bit on here, I'll look it up real quick. If I find it, it'll be the first thing down in the description. I'll link it to you guys. But yeah, that's my favorite outside of the one I mentioned at the beginning of the video. If you like more of this, I think there's a few more Watch Mojo of 2.5 Men. Let me know in the comments if you like it. Hey, tell me. Hey, give the video a thumbs up.